Welcome once again to my channel. In today's video, I bring you more information about PS5 Jailbreak, the status, and the latest FreeBSD vulnerability. But first, I would like to invite you to please subscribe to the channel, like it, and activate the bell so that you can receive notifications every time I upload a new video and be more informed about what is happening in the PS4 and PS5 jailbreak scene. PS5, new kernel vulnerability disclosed in FreeBSD, could open the way for a jailbreak on all firmwares. FreeBSD have published an urgent security advisory this week, disclosing a critical vulnerability in the FreeBSD kernel. Zecoxao has confirmed today, following this official disclosure, that an anonymous friend of his has already leveraged this bug to exploit the PS5. There are still many steps to be taken in order to turn this into a publicly released jailbreak, though. TLDR. A new critical bug has been disclosed in FreeBSD. Scene veteran Zecoxao confirmed that it can be leveraged to run a kernel exploit on the PS5. The bug has also been confirmed to not impact the PS4. Additional user mode entry points are still needed, plus a ton of elbow grease, to turn this into a jailbreak release for the PS5. PS5 jailbreak, the status, and the latest FreeBSD vulnerability. The PS5 can be jailbroken up to firmware 4.51 included so far. That firmware was released in 2021, and it has been progressively harder to find PS5s running such an old firmware, even on the secondhand market. The scene have been waiting for a new kernel exploit for quite some time now, and this new announcement might exactly be that. Earlier this week, FreeBSD published a security advisory related to CV 2024-43102, a critical vulnerability in the FreeBSD kernel. As both the PS4 and the PS5 run on the FreeBSD architecture, bugs in that OS typically impact the Sony consoles. Since the CV was published, Zecoxao has confirmed on Twitter that at least one hacker has been able to leverage this bug to craft a kernel exploit on the PS5. However, the scene has also discovered this doesn't impact the PS4. That's because the PS4 is based on FreeBSD 9, which doesn't have the bug, versus the PS5's FreeBSD 11 base. Zecoxao has also hinted that his anonymous friend will not release their weaponized exploit, or that it's not entirely ready yet. But at least this is a big hint for other security researchers that this is a good bug to look into for a potential PS5 jailbreak. It is also unclear at this point if all PS5 firmwares are impacted or if Sony has been given a heads up to patch the issue ahead of time. The official patches were submitted less than a week ago on the FreeBSD codebase though, so it is likely all current PS5 systems are impacted. Furthermore, a new user mode entry point is needed for this exploit, a way to call the privilege escalation, root access, exploit. This could be a WebKit vulnerability or anything else. Those are typically easier to find than kernel exploits, so there's hope that this aspect is just a matter of time. Zecoxao has shared some potential user mode entry points developed by HackerDaddy. Those are not confirmed to work on PS4/PS5 yet and need testing. It will take time before this can be turned into a public release. If you're excited at the prospect of testing and crashing your console, have a look at the various links above. If you're just waiting for a full-fledged PS5 jailbreak, you'll need to be a bit more patient. And remember, if you want to have your console with a jailbreak, do not update it. And be very careful, as Sony is releasing new updates every time we have a new kernel vulnerability. In conclusion, a new kernel vulnerability in FreeBSD could potentially lead to a PS5 jailbreak on all firmwares. While a hacker has successfully exploited the bug on the PS5, further development is needed before it becomes publicly available. The PS4 remains unaffected, and the community is still working on finding additional user mode entry points to enable the exploit. Thanks for following along on Golden Games. Stay tuned for more updates, and goodbye for now.